Hi there and welcome to Real Talk Radio with Mark and Nikki, where we take a look at what's going on in the entertainment world, do some food reviews and taste testing like we're going to be doing today. Yeah. I'm excited. Nikki promises it's something I like. And we share some funny stories and poke a little fun at what's going on in the social media world. Coming up on the show today, of course, we got our taste test. So what is the mystery item? We shall soon see. A heroic story about a U.S. Army soldier who amputated his own leg to save the lives of his tank crew. And then a school forces students to wear boxes on their heads to stop cheating. So we've got a variety of stuff going on. So what do you got for us today?
All right. So I think you're really going to like this.
Awesome. I'm excited.
Because, you know, the past few weeks we've had crickets. We've had Vegemite. Oh, gosh. Do you remember the Vegemite
thing?
I
do. Yeah.
Okay,
it wasn't great.
I really didn't taste it when we were on the air because I got it to the nose and I couldn't do it. So I just pretended. I took this little bitty bite, and then once it touched the tongue, I was like, done. I spit it out.
Right.
So when I got home, I talked to my kids about it. My husband, they were like, what's for dinner? And I said, we're going to have Vegemite sandwiches.
Oh, no. Did you make them eat it?
No, I'm not that bad.
Okay.
Here, put this box on your head and eat it. I can't eat it. So anyway, everybody grossed out. And I thought, well, I'll give it to the dog. But that thing had like 1,200 milligrams of salt. So
very
salty.
salty.
I was like, just throw it away. So I
salty.
trashed it. But anyway, so our taste test today, I really think you're going to like it. I'm on the fence about it.
Uh-huh.
I've heard about it before, and I've seen it.
Okay.
Now, this is in a bar form. Okay.
I thought you said barf.
Well, it might be in a barf bag later, but it's in bar form right now.
Okay.
So do you like chocolate?
I do.
Yeah. Do you like bacon?
I don't know about the combination of chocolate and bacon.
This is what it is. It's a chocolate bacon bar. Now,
are you kidding me?
Somebody
actually makes that?
Yeah.
Is that
so? This is a chocolate bacon bar. It says I can't read that. A tempting blend of smooth milk chocolate with smoky hickory bacon bits.
I don't know. I'm kind of intrigued. My stomach's telling me I'm interested.
I'm a little nervous, but again,
show us the wrapper.
It kind of grosses me out. So I got this at World Market.
Okay.
Very popular item there. And they said the holidays is when they sell out. They sell out very quickly because this is a lot of stocking stuffers for men. Wives come in and give these to the guys. So I wanted to talk a little bit about it. And someone thought it was a good combo. Yeah. Or they wouldn't have made it, right?
Right.
But they actually sold this at a Minnesota state fair in 2005. And they sold out of it. But it was chocolate-covered bacon. And the name given to it was called the pig liquor.
Get out. Really?
Pig liquor, yeah. So like not a sausage on a stick, which I don't even want to know what that would be called, but a pig liquor, right? And in California, they actually call it pig candy. Like people go in and can I have some pig candy?
Why don't they call it pig liquor in California?
I don't know, but it sounds like a dirty word.
It does.
You're a pig liquor.
Yeah, right.
Well, you know what? Kiss my pig licking butt. My ham hock. All right, so interesting fact. How many pounds of bacon do you think are sold in the U.S. every year? Well, this was from 2016.
Pounds of bacon.
How many pounds of bacon? And then how many pounds of chocolate? So first of all, let's ask, which is more? Which is sold more, chocolate or bacon?
Bacon.
That isn't correct. That's total guy answer.
Huh.
But how many pounds of bacon do you think is sold in the U.S. every year?
200,000 pounds.
Wow. It's 908 million pounds of bacon are sold in the United States alone. This was in 2016.
Wow.
And that says there's roughly 321 million people. So that's closing in on an average of 3 pounds of bacon for every American.
Sweet.
I totally eat 3 pounds of bacon a month, probably.
Probably.
We love bacon.
I love bacon too.
It is what it is. So what about chocolate? Americans consume 2.8 billion pounds of chocolate each year. So that's over 11 pounds per person. And that's yeah, that's right.
We have Halloween and Christmas.
And Mother's Day.
And Easter.
And Christmas.
Wait, maybe chocolate's ruling the world and we really don't know about that.
And PMS. Don't forget about that.
Yeah. So there's an anandamide. It's the bliss molecule naturally occurring in chocolate. It makes you feel good. There's actually a chemical reason.
For me.
There's a chemical reason why we like chocolate, especially you ladies. And us guys like it when you eat chocolate too because it chills you out. Yeah. So are we going to have this or what? Because my mouth is watering.
I'm excited.
Does it matter how big a piece I get?
Well, you can't have the block.
I just took a square.
All right, so here we go. Here's our.
What does it say on it? Wait, hang on. I got to work up to it. Oh, it says World Market. Are they paying us to do this?
They should at this point.
We have a lot of people watch our show.
You don't even want to know. I go into World Market and they're like, "Oh, that lady's
That's that
here."
crazy lady.
No,
right?
they have a name for me, which I'm not excited about. It's pretty embarrassing.
What is it?
And I almost don't want to say it on the air, but I can
will.
say it because the first time I went there, remember it was a phone call asking if they had a particular item, and it was the spotted dick sponge.
Oh, yes.
Right? So now I'm known as, hey, the spotted dick lady's here.
Oh, wow.
I was like, could y'all just change my name, please? I don't like being called that.
Yeah, right.
Call me the Vegemite woman or something.
There we go.
That's way better.
I don't know if that's better, but.
All right, so here we go. It smells good.
So the smell
It just
test.
smells like chocolate, but it's
No,
milk chocolate.
It doesn't
I
just
smell
smell like
bacon right
chocolate.
now.
Yes. So
I
it
totally smell smoke or
like
hickory.
smoky chocolate, like hickory smoked chocolate or something.
Yeah. All right, so here we go.
Not sure if it passes the smell test for me. Maybe something they shouldn't combine. Really? Do you need a bag? Something to spit it in? How big of a bite did you take? All right, I'll go
Well, I
ahead.
was expecting it to be amazing, delicious.
I'm going to let my mind take me to a place where I just had a BLT
You pig licker.
and now I'm doing some chocolate.
It's all right.
It's got a crunch to it. I'm not sure if that's chocolate crunch, like something like Nestle or something.
Yeah. No, it's
It's not the bacon.
it has an aftertaste.
Yeah.
It has that hickory.
Has an
smoke.
after smell and an aftertaste.
Well, how can you smell it after you eat it?
It just kind of comes up.
All right. Well, there you go. There's some interesting facts about bacon and chocolate, and I'm glad to know that you like bacon and chocolate, but it's really not a favorite. I mean, here's the thing. If I was hardcore PMSing, I would totally eat this in 5 seconds. Like, I wouldn't have a problem whatsoever. But I'm not. I don't do that anymore.
So I'm going to show the packaging here if you're watching on video. So not really attractive packaging, I'm just saying. Bacon bits. They really focus on the bacon, not so much on the chocolate there. So
Really?
here's what I like about it.
First of all, it's free.
So I like the actual consistency of it. It's got kind of the crunch going to it, and I like chocolate's got a little crunch to it. So that's a good experience.
Okay, hold on, wait.
Oh.
Chocolate with a crunch. What do you mean, like Captain Crunch? Or not Captain, but
Nestle Crunch. It's one of my favorites.
so you like those little Rice
The Rice
Krispies
Krispies or
in
something.
there?
Yeah, if it's got a little bit of crunch
that
to it,
has
I
none
like it.
of that in there. There's none of those in there. That
Maybe it's
is-
my teeth falling apart. I don't know.
That is strictly the bacon bit or the bacon enhanced
Okay.
something.
Well, wherever it comes from,
You
but
like
I like the consistency of it.
Okay.
It's good. The flavor of it's actually not bad. The flavor is better than the smell.
yes.
The smell to me was a turnoff. I'm thinking I don't know about this, but and as far as aftertaste, I'm not tasting the bacon at all.
No.
It's just all the
Not either.
chocolate. So I'm digging it. I'd probably eat the rest of that. You can
Well,
leave it here.
You fight me for it. I'll fight you for it.
Really?
Come
you
at
want
me, bro.
you want more? I thought you were going to throw up a little while ago.
Well, that crunchy stuff. I was like, what is that? Is that like the leftovers? Were they going to make gravy or chocolate? Chocolate gravy. Have
so
you ever
your
had-
mind just went on a whole
Yeah.
trip, didn't it?
Yeah. It was like the leftover bacon that's in the grease, and then you make homemade
Wow.
gravy.
The power of your imagination is pretty amazing.
Okay, well,
Do you
there
write
go.
books?
I do.
You should. Like a whole Harry Potter series, and you can call it something else. Nikki
well,
Potter
it
or
wouldn't
something.
Wouldn't be Potter.
Nikki's bacon bits chocolate.
Something like that.
Oh.
Chocolate gravy. I grew up on that. Hence the thunder thighs. I'm just kidding. So my grandmother from Arkansas. You're just laughing. You're like, did you just?
I'm
say
enjoying
that?
the ride.
I totally just said that. So my grandmother from Arkansas, she worked part of her life in the school system, and that's something they served was homemade biscuits and chocolate gravy. So when she would come visit us, she would make homemade chocolate gravy, and it is just absolutely amazing.
Really?
And I haven't made it in probably 5 or 6 years, but
Well, can you make that and we could try it?
absolutely, it is so good. I mean, it's so not good for you, but it's really not that bad. It's butter, milk, and cocoa powder, and then a little bit of sugar to make it sweet.
Oh, those all sound like healthy ingredients to me.
Over a buttery, flaky biscuit with extra butter, and
Yeah.
then you throw that on there, and then you put some bacon on it. Oh, we got to try it.
I'm thinking what would happen if you poured that over Frosted Flakes?
Ew.
Thinking-
Why would you?
I don't know. It sounds
You're
good to me.
weird. Say now, your imagination freaks me out.
So what do you pour it over then?
Biscuits
Oh yeah, but that's good.
opened up on the plate. Get to 2 or 3
Fresh
biscuits.
biscuits, flaky biscuits.
There. Yeah.
Man, I'm digging this. I like that taste test. That was good. And still, so it's been a minute or two, and I'm still don't have that any aftertaste of bacon, which is so important because if I had a bacon aftertaste, I probably would be a little freaked out.
Well, I have little bacon bits in my mouth right now.
See, but I'm not thinking about them as bacon bits. I'm thinking as little crunchies. It's not a big deal.
Ugh, like pork rinds?
No, not pork rinds.
Pig liquor.
All right, so short commercial break to plug our other podcast is if you're watching on video, of course, you're seeing all our trimmings of CBD and Essential Oil Talk Radio. That's what funds this podcast. Over at that show, we share important insights, stories, recipes, and we have some fun. Our CBD and Essential Oil podcast is heard by listeners in over 30 countries now. So if you're interested in learning about how CBD and essential oils can benefit your family, be sure to tune in. We have guests that come on. We have some really good information on there. And, of course, we have some fun. If you'd like us to send you a quick overview about essential oils, text the word oils to 210-910-4174. You can get more information in the details below or visit eotalkradio.com. All right, so I've got a really cool story that I want to share with you guys today. So I'm prior military, U.S. Air Force, and so I appreciate the service and dedication that folks that put in, and even like training. Training is can be dangerous, right?
And we appreciate you, by the way, Mark.
Well, thanks. I appreciated the paycheck every 15 days, or they pay twice a month, I think. But I was young and all of that, and it was a good thing for me to go through. So this is a heroic story about a U.S. Army soldier who amputated his own leg to save his tank crew. Okay, so stationed in Poland as part of a M1A1 tank crew, Colorado native Ezra Maez, I think I'm pronouncing that correctly.
Of course you are.
Was taking part in an overnight training exercise. So while they were sleeping in the tank, the crew awoke to find the 65-ton M1A1 speeding down a hill. So it was later discovered that the tank had suffered a hydraulic leak and the brake had failed. With all operational systems failing, the tank was speeding down the hill, get this, at a whopping 90 miles an hour.
Okay, so this
Is that... I think
tank?
That's right information,
Like
but that seems really fast.
You said a tank.
M1A1 tank. This is the Mac Daddy of
like
tanks.
Like the big green, like G.I. Joe tanks, kind of?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so they're a tank crew, right? There's 3 of them in there.
You know what? I have one.
Do you really? You have a little toy?
No, it's a real one.
No, it is not a real one.
Okay. I'll remember what I'm wearing today, and I'll take a picture and put it on our site.
Cool. Are you going to go visit? Where's it at?
I can't tell you.
Okay. Anyway, so this is reportedly speeding down a hill at 90 miles an hour. Now, honestly, I didn't know that they went that fast, and I hope they got the numbers right. But anyway, so the massive war machine strikes an embankment at full speed, okay? So it's going really, really fast. It strikes this embankment. So the driver of the tank, Victor Alamo, was pinned down after smashing his head through the driver's hatch and breaking his back.
Oh, my gosh.
Okay? Now, remember, it's all metal and pieces and parts and stuff inside these tanks. I mean, it's not like a cushy environment. So the gunner, a Sergeant Crump, she had dislocated her leg and was bleeding from a ruptured femoral artery in her leg. So this was a serious accident, right? Maez, who was caught in a turret gear, pushed and pulled at his leg, which was caught, right, as hard as he could until the leg actually tore off, right, which completely severed it from his body. He was able to get himself to a medical kit and assist his crew by instructing them, hey, get your belts, put on tourniquets where needed, because the Sergeant Crump needed to tie that area off to make makeshift tourniquets is what they were doing. So the tank's communication had been completely destroyed in the crash, but Sergeant Crump was able to say even their cell phones and stuff were either batteries were dead or inoperative, but Maez's cell phone was still working. So Sergeant Crump got the phone, tossed it to him. He he texted. Is what the report said, is he texted a friend of his so that they could get some help. So, but here's the last thing that Maez remembered was his sergeant major running up the hill. So this is after they had been removed from the tank, but was running up the hill carrying his leg on his shoulder. So carrying Maez's leg on his shoulder. He was hoping that he could get it reattached, but
So sorry, I do not mean to laugh.
No, it's traumatic.
In my mind, I guess I got the names mixed up. I thought the guy that was running up the hill was the guy with one leg.
No, so the sergeant major, that's his sergeant major, and they didn't name him. But so he went to the tank, got the body part, right? Because there's usually a certain amount of time that you have to attach that kind of stuff back if it comes off. But it was too pulverized to be used to be reattached. So anyway, Maez is now here in San Antonio at Brooke Army Medical Center undergoing some serious rehabilitation. They got him a prosthetic. He's in good spirits. But his actions were really important in the crew living through that.
I mean, because of him.
Yeah, absolutely. So it was a pretty amazing story. Anyway, I thought I'd share that with you guys.
And I really am sorry. I didn't mean to laugh at that.
No, it's okay.
I was visually seeing. I'm like, wait, that makes no sense what you're saying.
Right, and of course, when you have this is a real deal here. So people deal with trauma in different ways, right? I mean, we process. I can remember as I worked homicide as a cop and of course when at street patrol, and where we were at all kinds of scenes, right? And humor was a way that we kind of dealt with the tragedy that was going on, but that doesn't mean that it's appropriate for the setting. But it was just something that we would do, and so I mean, I get it. I'm not judging you on that, but and besides, I kind of mixed up my words a little bit. But the important thing to know here is that this is that these are real things that can happen during training accidents.
I mean, this is stuff you hear about or you would see in a movie.
Sure.
This is not like that really didn't happen. Yeah, it really happened.
Yeah.
So those guys are heroes. That's pretty amazing.
Yeah. So there's a picture up there on the screen of the three of them there in the hospital. Real good teamwork. So good job, and we appreciate y'all's service, and we trust that the military will take care of you for the rest of your life. That's the least we can do. So. All right, switch gears here a little bit. So now it'll be okay to laugh there, Nikki.
Okay.
So a school forces students to wear boxes on their heads to stop them from cheating, right? Kind of weird, right?
Well, it's better than little white sheets, I guess.
I guess, right? Yeah, that would be really bad. Can you imagine that making it on social media? We're all wearing little pillowcases with the eye holes cut out. Ooh, that would not be good.
That's so wrong.
So this school in India is receiving heavy criticism for making students sit in an exam with cardboard boxes on their head in a bizarre attempt to crack down on cheating.
What would be worse?
I think it's creative.
Having just leftover boxes. Like, here you go. And you've got like Captain Crunch and you got a tampon box on your head. And then this guy over here is like, oh, wow, I guess garbage bags are for me. That would be pretty funny.
No, these are all like brown. It looks like they're all brown boxes that I'm seeing on
Are they drawing faces
pictures.
On them?
No, but they do have
faces?
They do have a square cut out in the front of it so that they can see just what they're doing, right? But then you can't see what your neighbors did unless you turned your head, of course, and then the teacher.
And then she said, oh, bam.
Oh, bam. Yeah.
So I had a similar situation.
Well, can I finish my story?
No, this really happened to me.
All right, go ahead.
I didn't have to wear a box on my head, but I had a situation in 5th grade. And my teacher put poster boards on the sides of my desk. She taped them there.
Wow.
So I was in my own cubby hole. I couldn't talk or see anybody.
She should have just used a ruler.
Or a wooden spoon, yeah? That would have hurt. Anyway,
where are you from?
That really happened.
Because you've got a little bit of an accent that pops up every once in a while.
Oh, well, I do that on purpose.
Really?
Yes. You betcha.
So I was eating some chocolate, some of that bacon chocolate.
Totally busted you on
Well,
that.
because you're going to take it when you leave. I'm not going to have it.
It's so good, actually. Anything chocolate. I used to say something that's inappropriate, but you could cover just about anything in chocolate, and I'd probably eat it. Mm-hmm. Like the crickets we had, they were barbecued, but if they were chocolate-dipped crickets, I would have been like, yeah, go for it.
Really?
They wouldn't have been that bad.
I'd have been like, that's a waste of chocolate.
Well, chocolate-covered roaches, they sell them. You want
No,
them?
I don't want any of that.
I think you should try it.
No.
I would totally eat it. You're a wuss.
Whatever.
You know what?
I am.
You're a pig licker. All right, finish your story, mate.
So after photos of the incident hit the internet, the school has been forced to make a public apology. No shock there. Apparently, though, the students had all consented to wearing the boxes, and a few had even brought their own.
Well, how old are these kids?
Let me take a look at the
Like
picture.
5-year-olds or
No,
15-year-olds?
They look like they might be teens.
Okay, well.
It's not like they're 8-year-olds and they're all having to wear these boxes, right? No, I consented, really.
A new meaning of box tops. You collect those?
Crazy. No.
Box tops. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I do. I remember those from back in the day.
Yeah, they still do them. But now they've
they really?
gone electronic. So now you just scan it on your phone.
Oh.
And it sends it to the school. Took a whole lot of imagination to come up with that. That's pretty brilliant. And a whole lot of work off of moms.
Huh. Yeah, the whole box top thing's ridiculous. Does your kiddo, does he sell stuff for the school?
Our school doesn't sell stuff. Remember,
really?
Okay, so on our other podcast, or maybe it was this podcast. I'm not quite sure what podcast it was.
Right,
It was
we're busy.
We're busy people. What can I say? PTA. We had the Greenback Week, remember? We were trying to collect money. This is why our kids don't sell fundraisers. We just have parents say, hey, let's donate some money because, we can and we support you locally. That's what we're doing. Remember, I was like, they're being greedy. They want $65,000 from these 512 kids. That was a lot of pressure.
Oh, my gosh.
Did they meet their goal? Did I ever tell you?
No.
They met their goal.
Well,
They got $72,000 this year. My daughter's elementary school.
wait, and they're not selling anything?
They're not selling anything.
They're just taking donations from the parents.
That's correct.
Great Scott.
Amazing, right?
So how many kids are in the school?
512.
So did you do the math on that? Was that like
Not yet.
It's like $100 a piece, $125 a piece or something like that.
$72,000
Yeah.
500 people. Hey, Siri.
Right?
Oh, look, Siri's not available. I'm just letting you know.
Yeah, I know, because your internet's bad. Cool.
So
All
anyway, but I allowed Michaela to. Usually, I would give $300-$400. You know, there's like, okay, if you give $300, we'll put your name up on a big banner, or you'll be on the school webpage or whatever. But this year, I was like, you do your thing, and I'll match you. And she put in, I don't know, like $16 or so. But we ended up giving right around $40.
Well, that's a lot better than 300.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Well,
And they still met their goal.
Yeah, except they exceeded that goal. Here I was thinking they were being greedy, and there's no way we're going to get $65,000 from 512 parents. Yeah, we sure did. We got $72,000.
See, they have positive affirmations.
Yes, I need to work on that.
Yeah. All right. So talk us out.
All right. Well, that's our show today. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And remember that you can catch our latest podcast on all major podcast platforms. And if you're following us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, we'll post those videos. You'll be able to see Mark and I eating that chocolate bacon. So good.
It's good.
And there's links to everything you need to know in the details below. So you guys take care. And until we see you next time, keep it real.
Have a great week.